G'day, this is Peter from the Property Club, and today I've got my coffee. I'm on the deck here at Casa James, and I want to talk about real estate in Bangkok, Thailand is now down 40%. Yep, that's right. Believe it or not, yes, Thailand real estate, Bangkok in particular, is down 40%. That is my estimate. And actually, don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. I want to actually give you real examples, and I'll be showing you this weekend, and it's amazing. Actually, it's a really good opportunity for those who are interested in buying, especially condominiums in Bangkok, Thailand. Why? Because there's prices, literally brand new condominiums. Developers are, setting those prices, and they're discounting back to prices that were, only obtainable 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. So it's really exciting. I'm going to give you one really good example, which I will actually do a video on later this weekend, which is a developer by the name of Noble. This particular developer, Noble, what they've done is they've got a special offer for this weekend only. You must secure your purchase this weekend, and they have brand new condominiums, luxury condominiums, and I'm a big fan of Noble. They produce some really, really nice condominiums, and if you purchase on August the 16th, they will actually discount their prices from 8 million Thai baht all the way down to 4 million Thai baht. Yes, it's real. And look, what's happened, especially in places like Asia, Philippines and Thailand in particular, the developers have been setting the mark. They've been artificially inflating prices over the years, and hence why we've gone from prices like 80,000 Thai baht per square meter all the way up to some developers asking 200 or 300,000 Thai baht for new luxury developments in Bangkok City. The other thing that is extremely interesting to me personally as a channel, my most popular videos were actually my Thailand videos. So actually my number one video is a video probably did around about 3 years ago, which is entitled Why Not Buy in Bangkok, Thailand. And I think that has almost 300,000 views. Whereas now when I'm actually focusing on real estate in Bangkok, Thailand, the views are down by around about 80 to 90% depending on the video. Whereas the views for the Philippine videos have skyrocketed. Some of the videos, honestly, I'm getting anywhere from 8 to 10 times the amount of views for my Philippine videos versus the videos that I've been doing on Bangkok, Thailand recently. So that tells me there's some discontent, obviously with expats, with foreigners, at looking at Thailand as a destination for both retirement and investment. To be fair, a lot of Western Farangs, so white Farangs coming and moving to Thailand, have been complaining over the years as to how Bangkok has become more expensive, how there's been a string of issues, from visa issues, from having to go to immigration, an agent every month, and check in every few months, every 3 months. So the check-in requirements, also requirements when you go from one city or province to the next. There's a whole string of issues which have kind of caused this concern for foreigners, in particular Western foreigners, purchasing in Thailand over the last few years. It's definitely real. You can see it in the view count, you can see it in the comments, etc. Today, I am not holding back. I'm going to be completely frank and honest with you, my subscribers. And like I said, it is a long time coming. I think this is overdue. The fact is, there's an oversupply of condominiums in Bangkok, Thailand, and there is less and less demand. Instead of selling these condominiums to Western foreigners from UK or the United States or Australia, there has been a huge shift between Western white foreigners buying and Chinese mainlanders purchasing property in Bangkok, Thailand. Yes, I do believe wholeheartedly that Bangkok real estate is overpriced. and this is well and truly overdue, and that prices have come back 40%, and you can see that as developers are discounting as much as 40% plus. Why? Because over the years they've artificially increased those prices to sell to expats, to foreigners, and now obviously due to the clampdown with COVID-19, not getting tourists in the door, now they're unable to sell those properties unless they offer a very, very heavy discount. In conclusion, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to buy a condo in Bangkok and spend more time there. Definitely, I love the city. I think it's a great city. It's got a lot going for itself. The infrastructure, the culture, just everything about Bangkok does appeal to me. It's one of my most favorite cities in Asia, without a doubt. So I think, long term, yes, there's a dip, and yes, it looks like property prices are down as much as 40%, but I think it'll dip and then eventually it'll work its way back upwards. Finally, once COVID-19 ends, I think we will see a mammoth influx of expat foreigners, especially from the Western world, flocking to places like Thailand, especially when they fared just so very, very well during COVID-19. No new infected cases in 60 days, which is huge. Meanwhile, in comparison to places like the Philippines, it's really disheartening because you can see here in the Philippines, our numbers are skyrocketing. What I can see happening now that Thailand has fared extremely well with no new cases of COVID-19 in the last 60 days, Thailand will reopen and there will be a flock of Western expats coming back to Thailand to take advantage of the property discounts now that property has come back 40%. Absolutely, it's a huge opportunity in comparison to Manila versus Bangkok. Manila is still holding firm, holding its value, and it's very rare to see any developer discounts or property discounts in Manila whatsoever. Which is surprising because the COVID has been far worse in the Philippines than it has in Thailand. Thailand, no COVID in the last 60 days, whereas the Philippines, 7,000 per day. Some days it's been horrendous. Unfortunately, that's what's going on here in the Philippines with the pandemic. And personally, where I'm looking to buy next is Thailand, not the Philippines. So look, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Have a great day and double thumbs up.